very excited that you are here today, and I must tell you that I just moved to New York City, and I have probably one of the worst-looking apartments in the world. And Bonnie, I don't know you that well yet, but it seems that you and I, in our discussions, have found out that we don't know a lot about decorating.
No, we don't, but I have a question for you. Why is your apartment so ugly? Who picked out your stuff? Was it you?
It was me, and I haven't had a lot of time. I've got a couch, a bed, a telephone, and that's pretty much it. So I know you're here to help, and you have a guest as well.
We both need some help, right. And so with us now is Mary Stevens, President and Creative Director of Waverly Fabrics, and you are going to show us how we can coordinate different fabrics and colors and prints. Is that right?
I'm hoping that I'll make it a little bit easier. I don't have any problem with you, but I'm worried a little bit about Mark.
Well, there you go. I think most people, not only guys, but I think a lot of women are intimidated about patterns and stripes, and that it's okay that you can mix and match, right?
Right, and I think that I probably think that the question that is asked of me the most is, how do I start?
Oh, yes,
So what we're going to talk about today are 3 decorating looks, and how do I start? And what I like to say is, you start with a statement print and build your room around it. And in this case, this is Pleasant Valley from Waverly, and we would call this a statement print because it's big and it's floral and has lots of colors in it, and it really acts as your roadmap to decorating.
So does this mean that I have my sofa in this, or can this be anywhere in the room?
No, Bonnie, you don't have to have, you may wind up with something as small, and Mark, if you turn around and pull a pillow over, you might wind up at the end with something as small as just a pillow of Pleasant Valley in your room. But what you'll use, as I say, this is your roadmap. You'll pull out a color for walls, and maybe you'd pull out the dark green for carpet, and maybe you'd pull out the red for your sofa or your draperies or accessories. And when you asked, how do I, what do I mix in? Is it okay to mix in other patterns? In this case, we're creating a very sort of sophisticated country look, taking this sort of traditional print and making it country, sophisticated country.
How important is color? You see, to me, this is very bland. I would go for something more contrasting. I'm trying to figure out...
Now, get the right one.
That would look good to me. Is that right?
That does.
Put this together seriously.
I really would put that together.
This
is too conservative for me.
Well, but you see, for your apartment, for a man's apartment, a wonderful sort of regatta stripe, again, picks up the colors in your print. So what we might do is we might use Newberry stripe and Pleasant Valley in pillows. We might even decide that we'd rather use the forest green.
I like this.
Isn't that pretty?
I really like this better than this one, but this together, that's kind of my taste.
Is there anything we should avoid when we're matching colors and patterns together?
No, my advice to you would be trust your instincts.
Really?
Yes, because I think that so many people are concerned about, is it right? Is my neighbor going to like it? If you don't like the environment that you live in, you're not going to want to be home. But if you use a statement print and let color be your coordinator, pulling it all together, you really can't miss.
We just mixed and matched some woods. I always had dark woods in a room or light woods in a room. We started mixing and matching, and it looked fabulous. And I didn't realize that, you really can have fun and make a statement that makes you comfortable, and that's okay.
Well, the most popular decorating style right now is what they call eclectic decorating, and that's a mixture of all styles. So we say, forget the rules.
Okay.
Florals and stripes. So
can we do that now?
This is your sophisticated country look. And the other thing is, choose quality.
Okay.
I mean, choose a good quality fabric for your decorating projects. This is a good weight. It tailors up beautifully, whether it goes into draperies or sofas. It's all 100% cotton.
How do you know it's good quality? What should you look for?
Well, I would tell you to buy Waverly, to buy a known brand. But I think that your common sense would tell you that if it's a brand that's advertised nationally, that the company stands behind it, certainly natural fibers like 100% cotton, and added value things like Scotch Guard or...
I was going to ask you about that. There's so many different stain guards. How do you know which one to get, and do they really work?
Well, the stain guards all work. Of course they all work. And it depends which chemical company produces the stain guard. It's the brand. But
they do wear off, though, don't they?
They do, but they can be refreshed.
Okay.
Now, this is a real traditional values look. A wonderful Jacobean in colors that are very popular for today. Again, your reds and greens, but a lot of this sort of the ambers and cognac colors.
So here's a pillow that matches. Now, I could take any color you're saying that's in this print.
Any color and pull it out, or do something unexpected. And I love pulling out the paisley. Because what you've done is pulled up all the colors that are in your Jacobean, and this pattern is called Pandora, and pulled all those colors together in a different pattern in the paisley.
Would you do this as a chair?
Yeah.
Or as an ottoman?
I think that again, let scale be your guide. You might want a print sofa and do this all in your print sofa, and this would be a wonderful side chair.
What about
and
that?
Then, isn't this terrific?
Yeah, that's
this little,
good.
That feels
I
good.
always love to have like a novelty in a room, and in this case, this little Prelude star print, we would say would be a novelty. But again, it picks up the red in the print, and then a little bit of gold in the star and in the trim of your pillow adds an accent. Or pull in a plaid. And again, you've got paisleys and prints and plaids and novelties, but what's the coordinator? This is your test.
What is the coordinator? Well,
color.
Yeah, well, what about textures, though? Let me ask you about textures. Can you mix those up
Absolutely.
as well?
And here, look at this is a perfect example. This print is printed on a damask fabric. See the little pattern in the back? Which gives it a play of textures. This is a silk taffeta print, a wonderful sateen, and again, a terrific paisley that's printed on a little, see it's printed on a little textured pattern. So you've got highs and lows, you've got flat looks and sheens, and you've got a combination of textures and a combination of patterns, but color has been your coordinator.
That's something to keep in mind.
Absolutely. The last look, in fact, I think, did you want to show a photo of this?
I would like, first of all, for you to show me that animal print, because I love this.
There's an animal print here?
Right, it's right under there.
You're right.
Because you won't believe this
Now, this is a change of pace. If you said, you know, I don't know if I really want all that print.
Right.
So you might decide to decorate in this. This is a sueded fabric.
Right.
Feel that? Doesn't that feel great?
That is nice.
It's sueded, and right now a big trend in decorating is these pre-washed fabrics. So it has a worn chamois look. And this...
Here's the one that I want to see.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know that I would do this. This is a little scary to me.
Isn't that great?
To go with this.
And this, again, is that novelty look.
Yeah, but I would do that maybe as a footstool. And
That's
not
all you might have to do.
Okay,
Or
that
a
feels
pillow.
comfortable.
But
Or
what
pillow.
it adds is a little personality to the room.
So let's take a look at the picture that we have, that actually there is a little ottoman, a foot ottoman.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
See there?
Oh, yeah.
There it
See,
is.
now I
It
haven't
has a
even seen
wonderful
that
little
picture.
sort of den look.
Now that's the whole room done. That might seem a little scary to like me to say I'm going to do the whole room, but basically we can take little things to change the look of the room.
Decorating is an ongoing process in your house. You don't have to do everything at once. The wonderful thing, and the thing I like to say about Waverly, is you can come back to Waverly in 2 months, or 2 years, or 12 years, and always find something to go with what you might already have.
Which is great. So, folks, be brave out there. Don't be afraid to take chances. And there's going to be information in our newsletter about how to do this and feel comfortable about it, all right?
This is the last look we wanted to talk about, and we're talking about a garden brights look. You know, with the environmental movement being so popular, a lot of people want to bring the outdoors in, bring a bit of their garden, or take inside their house, or take a room in their house and turn it into a garden porch look. And this fabric is called Spring Fever, a wonderful floral. Again, a statement print, and you could begin to pull out colors from this print to decorate.
Pillows.
Pillows.
That definitely.
See, we'll just put it all together. Here, once again, is the green.
Right. Stripes are terrific to build out a garden room look. And what I love is mixing 2 different sizes of a stripe in a room. You might do a Roman shade at the window in the wide stripe and do pillows in the narrow, bringing in all your cushions. Now, a great trick and a good thing for you and your viewers to remember is particularly in a garden room when you have lots of odd pieces of furniture, because in a garden room you might buy wicker, you know, at a tag sale or at a flea market, and you might have little odd tables from the porch, and you might have some bamboo. What is a great trick to pull together all odd pieces of furniture is use a single print on all those pieces of furniture, and it pulls the whole room together.
We have a photograph of the finished room using this, and it'll give an idea of what you were talking about.
There it is, and there's a perfect example of all the odd pieces of furniture being pulled together with the single Waverly print, Spring Fever.
Oh, that's wonderful. We've got some good ideas.
I learned a lot.
Be bold.
Absolutely.
We're going to try this. Very good.
Thanks,
And you have a booklet that will give us some more information.
Yes, we do.
And we will tell you in the newsletter how you can get the book. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
And we'll have all kinds of information for you in the newsletter. And stay with us, because when we come back, Mark is going to have the key to a delicious dessert.
Stay with us. You'll love it.